Details Navy.
That was one of my favorites.
Yep.
I love that show. I quit the Civil Air
Didn't
Patrol.
Don Rickles play in that?
I think he may have been in an episode. He wasn't a regular.
Wasn't a regular?
He had his own show called
Maybe I'm mistaken here.
CPO Sharky. He was in that show. But, and he was in...
That was a show I seen in. I don't know. I can't remember.
He also guest starred on a lot of sitcoms in the early 60s. He was in Dick Van Dyke Show and Gomer Pyle, you know, almost everything.
Gomer Pyle.
Yeah.
He's still alive.
Is he? Jim Neighbors?
Yeah.
He lives in Hawaii
it wasn't
still?
A few years ago, man, he announced Gentleman's Story Ribbons for NASCAR racing.
Yeah. He did that for years.
Or sang the national anthem or something. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Yep.
That old boy could sing, Chris, you know. Kind of music he sang.
Yeah, no, he had a great voice. He had a lot of hit albums.
Still alive, man. That's surprising, man. A few years back, he was attending one of the races. One of the Grand Marshal. Or something like that, I think.
Well, what I seem to remember was there was a race where it was going to be the last time that he was going to sing. Or the first time somebody else was going to open it, since he had been opening it all those years. But I don't remember the details because I don't follow NASCAR.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's still alive or not. Again, that is something we could Google.
This was
we're not going to Google.
It's probably within the last 7, maybe 8 years.
But if it was 7 or 8 years ago, there's a lot of time to die in there.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure he's still alive.
I will check later.
I haven't heard anything in a long time. Old Jim Neighbors.
Well, all right.
His name?
Jim Neighbors. Yeah, okay, we'll just go ahead and...
Just Google it, see what comes up.
A lot of stuff will come up. He is still alive.
Right on. That'd be up here in Angel.
He just got married to his partner of 38 years. Or that was in 2013. So he'd be 85 right now.
Yeah. Remember that little thrift store I used to run years ago? Had an old album set there.
Uh-huh.
In the little collection they were trying to sell in the little thrift store.
Yeah.
And had a album or two of his in there. Jim Neighbor album.
He had lots of them.
Yeah.
He was popular in the 60s. 70s.
Yeah.
As a senior.
Gomer Pyle.
Golly!
Yep. He's related to old Goober on Andy Griffith.
They were cousins.
Yep.
Before there was Goober, Gomer was on the Andy Griffith Show.
Oh, Goober, he was on Hee Haw quite a bit.
Yeah, technically, Gomer Pyle is a spinoff of the Andy Griffith Show.
Really?
Because Gomer Pyle, the character,
joined the Marines.
he got drafted, I think, if I remember right. And Andy went with him when he went to basic for the first episode. Andy Griffith was on the first episode of Gomer Pyle. And actually, the Andy Griffith Show was a spinoff of the Danny Thomas Show.
Danny Thomas Show.
Because there was one season where Danny Thomas goes through Mayberry at the end of the season, and he's speeding, and he gets locked up in the Mayberry jail with Andy for the whole summer. And then that fall, they started the Andy Griffith Show. I remember this because I watched it. I watched it the first time. I watched it happen. Well,
Got it on tape?
I have Gomer Pyle. I don't have the.
That's interesting, man. I didn't know all that.
I don't have the pilot for the Andy Griffith Show.
I never
Actually, I do
television
somewhere.
that far back.
I remember television from the 50s
I
on.
remember Gomer Pyle, Andy Griffith Show, Mayberry RFD.
See that when and Mayberry RFD was just Andy.
Hall.
Andy didn't want to do the show anymore.
And,
he was tired.
There for a few, I think a few years, old Johnny Cash had his own little show on television.
Yes, he did for a couple seasons.
Dad used to watch them all the time.
It was a good show. Very good show.
Then day before my dad went to war,
Yeah.
he picked guitar all the time.
Yeah.
And he kind of picked it up a little bit after the war, man.
Yeah.
Still had old guitar around. It was a big ass guitar. I mean, it was a big old bulky son bitch. Old school guitar, man.
Uh-huh.
Old Gibson.
My dad did too. Old acoustic guitar. He could play and sing.
Well, my dad's didn't have the hole. Had two little squirrels, one on each side.
Okay, the curlicue things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The neck was real wide on it, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't wrap my fingers around the freaking neck.
Wow.
Dad, come on, my fingers ain't as long as yours. Old man trying to teach me guitar.
Yeah.
Which after a while, when I was younger, I tried picking up on it. I just couldn't stick with it every day.
Yeah.
I picked it up a few years later, picked it back up. Started picking up for a while. And my first axle lady got rid of my guitar.
Yeah.
I had.
Yeah.
And a fucking garage sale one weekend while me and the boys were out fishing.
Jesus. Bitch.
Sold to a black guy, man, for $10.
Bitch.
Electric guitar.
Bitch. This is one of the bitchy
The
things she did.
Tisco. It wasn't a cheap guitar, man. It was a fairly expensive guitar.
Of course, and she wanted $10.
Tisco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was certainly
I think that's how it's pronounced, Tisco.
worth more than $10. Bitch. What a bitch.
I didn't bro. Where are you them kids been? What you different boys? I told you we was going fishing this weekend.
Yeah. You're not here. I can sell your shit. Fucker. God damn. People are such bitches.
She had a gambling problem, man.
Well,
Bad.
she had a
Bingo every night.
Okay, gambling, heroin.
And she also paid her brother's way and her mom's way all the time. Ah, man, after after so many years, I put a stop to it. She filed for legal separation, man, not freaking counter suit for divorce.
Yeah.
That's just what my attorneys told me. One bad thing, I got stuck with child support.
See, that's it. You know, if you had gone with the legal separation, you might not have
They
had
take
to.
it out of my check.
I know they do. They still do because for some years you apparently couldn't pay.
And judge that's handling my child support cases, he's a judge that did the divorce.
I know. And they were a product of the time. Yeah, things have changed a little.
Yeah.
It was really bad on guys in the 80s and 90s. He certainly got married again pretty soon after getting divorced.
I can't remember exactly how many years it was. I know I had to go at least 2 years or more
Yeah,
before I
but
decided to get married again.
see, to me, that's pretty soon.
I was drunk then, man.
I know.
Getting screwed up.
I know. And apparently when you're drunk, you're drawn to bitches. Real bitches.
The first one I knew before I went in the service, and I heard back in high school.
Yeah.
The second one, I can't remember the guy, but I hadn't been screwed up now to meet her.
Yeah.
And done broad. The second child I'm paying child support on.
Yeah.
The second ex-old lady's trying to hit me with that.
Yeah.
Well, she tried. She's hitting me with it. Wasn't no DNA test done, no blood test.
Those are things you can contest with a lawyer.
I can't afford the attorney.
I hear you.
They're high dollar.
I hear you. And they will only get involved if they think
Yes.
they can get a significant chunk of
I'm
whatever
being
you can get.
56 years of age. Jesus Christ, come on, man.
I know. They took advantage of you, Calvin.
But I've been divorced twice, too, so
They took advantage of you twice.
I don't have a degree in divorces, but
Yeah.
2 boys I pay child support on, still paying them.
Yes.
Comes right out of my disability check. They take it right off the top
They took advantage of you, Calvin.
before I even get the check.
They took advantage of you, Calvin.
That's what Social Security does, you sons of bitches.
No, it's not Social Security. It's the state. It's the state.
The state
The state is doing that.
of Kansas, sons of bitches. They
Yeah,
fucking brown
especially-
back that bastard.
Exactly.
And now his goddamn kids. Leave the money alone.
Yes.
Leave it right where it's at. 315's plenty. I keep 3 or 4 of my head.
He's a fascist. He's a motherfucking capitalist fascist pig.
Yeah. As far as the food goes, I can always go catch a fish.